Hi, good morning. Well, good morning. It is now 11 a.m. And despite the fact that I was up really early, and I was actually at the post office at 9:05, dropped off my stuff and came back here, and now I've just sort of like been chilling, drinking a coffee and doing jigsaw, and that's not proactive enough for what I'm supposed to be doing. So this is it. I'm going to do lockdown vlog. He's excited. I need to be accountable. I mean, to be honest, the last 3 days that I have spent sourcing goods from charity shops, a little bit of TK Maxx as well, obviously for the sake of lockdown and for the sake of keeping my eBay business afloat. I have been everywhere. I'm so tired. It's like last night I sort of sat down and I just thought, well, I'm not going to list anything on eBay because I'm so tired. I was just, because I'm, being careful with my health issue, I've been walking everywhere. So my mileage, I mean, what I'm doing I've done at least 10K every day, according to Samson Health. So that's pretty much what I've done Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So I suppose I've got every right to be feeling a bit knackered. And on the way back, I'm carrying all my goods, all my worldly goods. So I have got an awful lot of stock. I'm in a very advantageous position, and I'm going to make the most of lockdown. I have got so much that I would like to achieve, which is probably really unfeasible in the short window of time we've got. So I am going to show you the absolute mess, which is my apartment, which is, I'd like to make a record of what it looks like now, so that, hopefully at the end of all this, my neighbours are in, slamming their doors as usual. I've not got the tripod. I'm leaning on some Christmas nuts. So them slamming will probably dislodge the camera because it's only my phone. So right, I'll show you the situation I'm in, and hopefully, in a few weeks' time we'll see an improvement on that, and we'll see some sales. Like I said, I have been to the post office this morning, and I've already sold a Christmas mug. That's what I packed up. How to rewire your electrics in your house book. So that's somebody's quest. And a shirt and a jacket, a coat, which I'm expecting to get back because I don't think anybody read the details in the listing. It was just a Zara coat, but it was a down jacket, and the feathers were generally sticking through every seam on the jacket. And I put it on for a really cheap auction, and it just went absolutely wild. And one of the people bid it up to 30 quid, and then she was like, is this coat damaged? And I was like, well, I photographed it. I've said in the description on the listing that it's not in the best of conditions. And I says, if you don't want it, just cancel your bid. So she cancelled her bids. So then everybody else has bid it up. So it went up to 25 quid. And to be honest, I was going to put it on buy it now for 20. So I expect to have problems with that. Right, so I'll show you the situation that I have caused myself. It wasn't fun trying to get the actual things that I'd sold this morning, trying to get them, climb over all the bags I've got in my other room. This is my living area. I mean, it's not just reselling that I need to sort out. My apartment is in such a mess. That is the stuff on that buffet, which I need to not focus on. That's that's stuff that's going to my parents. I doubt they're going to have watched. It's my dad's birthday presents, and actually these things here, these Downton Abbeys, they don't sell for that much. I'm going to send them to my mum so that she's got something to watch during lockdown. So this is the stockpile that I've got. It's been here for the best part of a month because I'd stockpiled anyway. I've been quite aware that we're going to be in a problem situation possibly, and every time I find something really good, I grab it. So the board games have pretty much been there, and it's just sort of like grown now. So this is what I'm tackling first, because obviously this is our living room, and this is not how, I mean, the coffee table's like spewing over with stuff, so it needs sorting. So this is all the bits that I've got. That's a jigsaw that I picked up yesterday, which I just started doing because I wanted to chill. More little bits there. This is all photographed, and this is what I'm going to do now. I just need to clear that out of the way. The light's going anyway, and yeah, there's bits here behind the TV, but that is generally my brother's record collection, so not necessarily going to be dealing with that. Oh, there's another box under there as well. Yeah, and that's my workstation. So the living area, the main living area, is ditched. So this is what I need to tackle first. It's terrible. And then this is the actual storeroom, which is also terrible. So it starts at the doorway. In that, I need to find the drill bits for that, because that was all ready to go and I tested it, but I didn't have the drill bits. And then this, all of this is listed stock. So as long as I can get this stuff, so this is all the stuff that I've picked up this week, here and here, and that's stuff that's been kicking around for ages. A lot of that's come back from Amazon, because Amazon are useless, and a lot of the bits that I have photographed have sold straight away. And then I have a process normally where I get stuff in and I detag it and I put it in these boxes, of which I have 6, and they just stay stacked, and then I just work through a box, and that's my sort of process. And that way, during the pandemic, I've been sort of isolating stuff for the sake of, you know, quarantining it in case there's something to this virus being carried on, you know, hard goods. That's all listed. No, it isn't. That's a lie. That's something, I don't know. I think that probably needs throwing. That's stuff of my brother's. That is a big regret, because it's actually, somebody's actually scrawled one piece missing on it, and it was a really good jigsaw. So I'm hoping that maybe somebody just wrote that on there for a laugh, and it's full. It's actually complete. But that's not going to happen, is it? So there's packaging here. Those are listed. So I've sold a mug today. So the mugs, it's not actually as many mugs in there as there was. I've got stuffed toys there that are listed, and I've also got stuffed toys in this IKEA bag. That's all packaging, but it's become a mess. And packaging again. And those are my brother's test match games, which I'm a bit reluctant to get rid of, but I've just sort of like left them there. And this is all Lego, bar the coat hangers. So I need to tackle that at some point, but you know, the Lego is bits that I accumulated last lockdown, because yeah, I was in as a lot of people were, I was struggling to get stock, so I just you see, that's one I want to keep. It's one of my old sets. Yeah, I was struggling to get stock, so I just started getting lots of Lego, and now it's time consuming, so I'm not doing it, so it's just stuck here. Yeah, so that's the situation that I'm in. And it probably isn't as bad as it looks. And once I get into it, I'll be shifting the majority of this, I would imagine. So, yeah, this is the death pile, the stockpile. So as you can see, 4 weeks is probably not going to be enough to do that unless I really focus. And I'm hoping that I can focus. My aim is to list at least 20 things a day. So far, I've not been managing it. This is my diary, and this is just how I do it, you know, like just the so rudimentary. But generally, I do really well on Monday, and then it sort of slides It used to be that I used to source Tuesday, Friday only, and then spend Monday, Wednesday and Thursday doing my listing. But even doing that, I was never really like achieving what I needed to do. So this is going to change. I didn't do very well in October, but I'm really hoping that, you know, as angry as I've been with Boris, but I think I think a lot of my anger, the last weekend I was just really depressed when the announcement happened. But I think a lot of that is just, I'm so angry at how much everybody else has done. We've all put ourselves out, and we've all suffered and struggled, and the government I just feel like they can't be asked to do their part of the bargain by doing what they need to be doing, by putting the processes in place which we need, you know. And you know, I'm angry as well because my brother has died alone in a nursing home, and how can I forgive that? You know, I know that people die, but the fact that he's had to die alone, and you know, my parents were only able to sort of stand in a French windows, French doors, and sort of look at him in his bed as he had his last hours. It's not good enough, you know, and that's it. That anger is always going to be there because, you know, there's losing somebody, and then there's losing somebody in a situation that's been mismanaged, and you know, that's it. I've been so angry over the last weekend, and I've been angry all year. But you know, the positives of this is that I have to think that, yeah, Boris Johnson has technically made a decision to put everybody in lockdown, and hopefully that means for resellers, online resellers, it will be like shooting fish in a barrel, having been given the gun. So, yes, that's the situation I'm in, and I'm going to crack on with it. And I'll probably just upload this now onto YouTube, and I'll give you an update tomorrow. And hopefully there'll be some proper ticks on this. I suppose it would help if I was actually on the week that we're in. Yeah, I've only listed like one or two over the beginning of this week, so my eBay is a bit dead, so that needs a good injection, and that pile on the buffet is what's I'm tackling first, because it's too dark to take photos anyway at the minute. So yeah, I'll check in tomorrow.